Hello, this is Running Robert, and either welcome or welcome back to Mini Settlers. This is a fun little minimalist city building game. I've had a lot of fun with it. If this is their second or third episode with this, like we're just going to keep on going. If you are completely new, hey, we're going to have to start from the beginning, so you're going to learn. So, there's campaign mode. So we've already finished a couple of the campaigns. The last thing we did was the Crystal Coast. Or last thing you saw was Crystal Coast. I've kind of gotten a little bit farther than that. So we're going to do Harbor Islands just because it's fun. We use boats, we have trains, we have a lot of that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and start with the new game. The goal is to complete the island population, which is 3,000, which means I need to reach 1,500 island natives and then 1,500 of my natives. So we will go ahead and get started on a new one. Okay, so this is my board pretty much. So again, water's up there. Water is pretty much the source of life for anything. Anything on green is where I can grow food. Anything that's not green, I can't. It looks like we have some coal, some stone, and some iron here. And let's see, a little bit more stone, and more stone there. And coal, okay. So let's look at the native population first. What do they want? Well, they want boards, and then tools, and then looks like hide. So we're not going to be able to do that at the moment. We need to actually start building all of our infrastructure up to be able to get there. So let's go ahead and let's get started on this island, just because I have the coal and the iron and a lot of that stuff. So let's go ahead. First thing I'm going to do is let's build some water. So let's go ahead, get this going. Water is life in this game. So we're just going to put what we need here. Okay. So let's go ahead. We can do the connections. Okay, so first cities come up. Like I said, this one takes 16 seconds. This one takes 10, 16, 19, 16, and 26. But when they're done, they get a water. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Waters are used to grow food. So we're going to go here to the apple farm. It's 1 water equals 2 apples. So let's go ahead and let's put some apples up here. That's pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead. And we're going to build that one there. Let's see. Come on, road. Okay, so food and water. So now you can see this place has already gotten 2 apples stored up, and we're gonna get 4 apples stored up. So that's great. Okay, so apples are used for the lumber camp. One of the things they're used for. So we're gonna go ahead and click here. Let's see. When it finishes, it needs 1 apple and 1 tree will give me 1 lumber. Okay, I can use that lumber then to cut it. We also need a forester to replant everything. Foresters just require water and lumber there. Okay, so we have everything there. Let's go ahead and let's build to what we need, and we'll just put that food so it goes a little bit quicker. Okay, and you see that's for the forester. It needs 2 waters to plant new trees after you take it, but now that this is in there, you saw that tree is now gone. So he is actually making the wood, making a tree over there too, apparently. That's kind of cool. So that's gonna, 1 tree equals 2 wood, and we're gonna wait for him. There you go. So he has his first wood. Now it's gonna be taken to the sawmill. 1 of these equals 2 logs. That's what I'm gonna call it. And that's good. And so logs can actually be used to make other stuff like carpentry and stuff like that, which if you remember already, I need tools and wood to produce logs or boards, which is what this thing needs to begin with. So now that we have that basic little starting city started, that's funny. Okay, so we need some stone quarries. So let's go ahead. Let's put some down this way. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna connect them via road. Let's go ahead and there's no more water on this area, so our food is way up here. to do stone, we need one apple. So the apples would have to travel way over there to over here. And that's really not efficient. And that's really not good. So we are going to put down a smaller little water park here. And we're going to use that to build another apple farm. Let's just put it right there. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and connect that. Okay, so we've unlocked highways. We could have actually done this with a highway, but you know what? I'll show it to you now. So highways, let's see, they start here, and we're gonna go to like here. So we can actually now bulldoze all of this because we're probably gonna use this for something, I would assume. But you can see now the apples go to the highway. They bring them in, and that's the first stone. This produces apples every 10 seconds, and this is a 20-second process. So, yeah, this should actually be able to fully fund all this. Cool. And we're start to making stone. Come on, stone. Boom. Okay, so our first stone. Okay, so now we have stones, and now we have logs. So that is stuff that actually we can make it, but we also need to transport it. Right now, transportation is not an option. We need 750 people for our first transportation option. So we can't do that right now because right now we're sitting at a population of 0. So, a couple things that we can do here. Now, I do have stone and wood here, so I can actually make another little settlement down here with the same basic stuff to start getting this what they need, because this is going to help my population out. It can help me get to 450 people, which is close to that 750. So let's go ahead and let's start another city right here. Let's see, right here, 1, 2. That's a really bad water supply. It's 3 and 4. Let's go with that at the moment. Okay, so apples. Let's go ahead. Let's put some apples down here. We're going to build that because we're going to have to get stone up there. Okay, so like I said, we're starting our next little area. There's all the water. So again, now we can use that to get trees, forester, and the lumber mill. We'll put that all right there. Okay, so the first food will come down. Also, again, we're going to make some stone up here. There's 100% and 100%. That's all we need for the moment. We don't need that much. Let's go down that way. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and get us, because I think we're going to need a second apple farm here. So let's just put one like right here. It's about 100% right there. There you go. Okay. Oh, great. We got the water. We got that going. All right, so we still need those tools. So let's go over here and let's see. Tools require wood and stone. Well, that's simple enough. I have wood here. I have stone here. So let's go ahead and make a tool shop. Let's put it right there. And then right next to that tool shop, we're going to put that. Okay, so you see the first sets of tools are coming in here. Let's go ahead and get another forester on this side with the same kind of setup as I have over there. So we're going to put the sawmill. That's fine. That works as well, because we can just kind of work with that. And then everything, let's go ahead and let's just open this up a little bit, because obviously if this is going to get very busy with water and apples moving through it. So we'll be in good shape. But it looks like we're about to get our first board made. And so what we're going to do with that is we're going to get close to connecting the city. I'm not going to connect it yet. There's a reason why. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put it right to here for the moment. One, because all of these are going to go off and it's going to cause issues with how much supply I have. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a small warehouse right here. And we're going to change this to boards. So now as that's done, all the boards are now going to come and get stored in the warehouse. And this is enough for 12. There are 15 houses. So that's pretty good if we can fill up both those warehouses. We have larger ones at 450, but we're just going to go ahead. We're going to put 2 at the moment. That's a good amount of boards. And we're going to let that run for a bit. And let's head back up north. Let's head back to the northern island. You see pretty much nothing's going on. Everything is full. So we definitely need to change that a little bit. So let's go ahead and this is not going to make any kind of real difference, but we also need the stone tools here too. So let's go ahead. We already got the quarry. So we're going to go to tools and we are going to make them, and we're just going to make them. I almost want to just connect it over here. The wood doesn't have that far to go. So yeah, we'll do it over there. So, I mean, the wood's here. It's not bad. So let's go ahead. We can go ahead and get another woodworker too while we're thinking about it, just to be in good shape. And a board. And that should be enough. And that one should make enough trees. That one still has some to cut. So that's pretty good. Okay. And you can see the first boards are already making their way over there. So we have our first tools. So that is super awesome. But I guess it's time to build a city on this island. So we have the apples. We have the stuff. We just need to find a location. So I definitely want to build in this desert because I can't use it for crops. So to do that, I'm going to have to build a city center. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to build a city center right here. Why not? Okay, we can go ahead and connect the road to it. And it needs 5 wood and 5 stone, so we're going to have to wait for that. And we can go ahead, we can speed this up because we're really not waiting for much. So we're going to see all the stone moving up there. And then here comes our stone being transported by the highway. Yeah, because we're probably going to put another apple farm over there for food for my new population. Because they're going to need to eat too. I mean, I guess food is okay. There we go. Okay. So that's now been built. So we can go ahead and put our first houses down. So we'll go back to people. We're going to just do level 1. And we're just going to put them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is a good starting number. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of action going on here at the moment. That's good. Let's go ahead and check on the city while that is building up. Oh, you see that? Beautiful. We have all the boards we could use. So let's go ahead and let's connect them to the city. Oh, that's a rough connection there. We're going to have to... Yeah, some of these connections are not going to be... It's so weird connections that they have here. So let's go ahead. We're going to cut some of these out there. Because I don't like them. And we're going to try this again. Okay, so we like that first road. That works. And I like the road that's going to go down here. That also works. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of that. So let's go here. Let's go here. And then here's kind of a weird build. So you know what? Let's go over that way. And then we can kind of run 2 roads in parallel and we can make that work. Like I said, we can actually do all the connections on them in a second. Oh, that was a bad last road placement right there. We're going to have to get rid of that one. We're going to try that one more time. Let's see. Okay. So I guess that works. That pretty much everything's connected. Everything has boards. You can see we're already up to 190 people in the city. The next one is 750, so we really don't have to worry about that for a bit. Right now, the next target's 450, and I'm already, looks like this is a maximum of 450 already. The boards are, looks like holding steady. Though, again, I think another board maker would be nice. Just to have it there. Yeah, so we're doing pretty well. We're going to be at 450 soon, so let's go back up here. Let's see how the city's doing. Okay, so right now they're doing well. They got water and they got fruit or apples, but they also need furniture. So that's what these require, and you can see kind of like if you can fill it up, that's 4 of 6, 6 of 6, 6 of 12. Ah, wonderful. First new buildings to be created. I love it. One of those is the railroad, so that's also nice. So, chairs. What do you need? I need a wood and a tool, and that's it. Well, I got tools down there. I don't have any wood down there, so that would be a problem. So if I built it here, the tools would come up and the wood would come up, and that's a pretty decent location there. So let's go ahead, let's get that built. And then what we're going to do right here is we're going to actually make this chairs. So we're actually going to start putting in a lot of our little things here. Okay. And then you can see, yep, we're actually getting stuff in there. So you can see that is now filling up, which means more people, which is great. But again, the goal of this is to get to 3,000 people. Right now I'm at 590 and reach 1,500 island population, which right now it's pretty good because, yeah, I have plenty of stuff here. And so I need to get to the next level of tools to move on. So I can grow that population even bigger. So let's go ahead and figure that out. Okay. Right now, actually, we're just going to be content with this little city that we have at the moment because it's nice. It works. 168 out of 240. Yep, it's mostly, as you can see, all the water's filled up, the food's filled up, the chairs are getting filled up. Again, I need to get to about 750, so this city's not going to be quite big enough for it. So we're going to have to expand. And there's a couple ways we can expand. One, we can actually expand the city a little bit, which is just make it larger, which we can do, or we could just go ahead and build a second city somewhere else. And so let's go ahead, let's look at my options, and another little city down here probably would work because there's water, there's food. We have all this stuff here and a pretty clean path. So let's go ahead and build one down here too. Okay, so I think that's pretty good right there. Okay. So again, stuff's going to start moving up. One thing I can also do here is so that I don't run out of stuff is you can see chairs I'm doing great with, but we can actually put other storages in there. So I can put a water storage or an apple storage. So let's go ahead, let's put that in here just so we have all that storage. And we're going to put the water. Water's a little back. I didn't quite build the city the way I wanted to, but it's okay. But we've reached full population with both these cities. Like, that was pretty simple, not a problem. Everything is looking good. Look at all those chair manufacturers go. Love it. Okay, so this one is now ready to go too. So let's go ahead and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go ahead and build our city. 1, 2. Let's see. 3, 4, 5. Trying to build them together so they're just not. Okay, we're gonna see if that works. That might not. Oh yeah, you can see there's already a lot of stuff going on over there. A lot of stuff is kind of getting trapped. So let's go ahead and we're gonna make another road here to kind of bypass that busy spot. Because you see when it goes red, that means it's something they have to drop off. So let's go ahead and let's go around a little bit. So hopefully that will free that up because yeah, everything is going pretty much within these two routes. Okay, so wonderful. First cities are being built. Same thing, we will also need furniture factory here. so we can go ahead and get that going. That's not a big deal. Yeah, right there's fine. And then we can just build a warehouse for furniture right here. And I'm okay with that. Probably should build the apples and the water warehouses too. Water and apples, so everything can be pretty much where it needs to be. Oh boy, there's a lot of water and apples going through here, unfortunately. It's not able to clear it quick enough. So we might have to do something different with this. 750, okay. But now with 750, guess what? This has now opened up a lot. So now they're requesting stone tools. What do we need to make those stone tools? We need 1 bar of iron and then an old stone tool. Okay. So let's look at our island. Our island is right here. So yeah, we're going to have to be using a boat for this. So to make iron, let's go here. I need iron. I need coal. And I can use 1 coal 2 irons to make those blocks. Well, this looks like a good spot for it right here. So let's go ahead and start to get that going. So coal just needs apples, so that's pretty easy to do. We'll get 2 of them going. Iron ore needs bread, so that's different. So we don't have any bread at the moment in our spot, but we're gonna have to start to get it. So how do you make bread? That's a great question. So pretty simple. What we need to do is we get wheat, and then coal, and that wheat makes bread. Okay, so let's get that wheat field going right here. I think that's a good spot for it because I can kind of connect it to that highway, and it's gonna be going that direction anyway. And again, water's already going this direction, so not so bad. And at the same point, I can actually connect this stuff down here. So let's go ahead. Let's get that going. Okay, so now the first food will come down there. And now that we have the coal, we also need to make the bread. So we'll make that, oh, right here. Perfect. Perfect spot for it. There we go. And our first coal coming in. Beautiful. Okay, so we're making bread already. Love it. So let's go ahead. Don't really need a train station for this. But you know what? Let's get it so you can actually see it work. So we're going to get the train station. We're going to build it right here. We're going to build a second train station, like right. You know what? Trains are not a good idea. Trains only can do 1 object going to and from. So they're going to be transporting wheat and then transporting back metal. I guess actually that does work. So we can actually see that in action. Okay, so now we link them together. Okay. So, my friend, what you're doing... Oh, I didn't want to build there. Let's see, go. Try that one more time. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do up here, I'm going to say, hey, I need you to collect bread. Bread. And you, my friend here, you collect that iron. You know... I'm thinking maybe I don't want to collect iron there. That's already being collected, whatever. Yeah, I'm thinking we could pretty much use another train station over here to transport it to the coal and just be done with it. So I do have to remember how to get rid of this now because I don't want it. Because really it's just kind of getting backed up here, not doing much. But I mean, there's really not a lot of stuff going in that way, so why not? So let's go ahead, let's get it going. So let's make some bricks. Okay, 1 and 2. Coal is right there already. That makes it pretty simple. We have some wheat coming in. You can see it's getting used and then taken up. Don't have an excessive amount of it. Also don't have an excessive amount of apples. That seems like it's something that we're a little bit behind on too. But we're getting our first, see, and now we have our first ones, first metals. Okay. So again, what we're looking for is these tools. So we already make stone tools down here. We're in pretty good shape with them. We can go ahead and we can actually get a warehouse going for these. Just so we have more than enough, because we're gonna need them. And let's go ahead and get our first ship going. So, docks, love it. Okay, so what you do is you place one dock over here. That acts just like a train station, and then we're gonna place the second dock where we want it. We are gonna put it way down here so that it's not interfering with anything that we're doing. You see, there it goes. Okay, so my friend. There we go. And I want you to collect those iron bars. Okay, they get connected to here, which is wonderful. And so what we want to do is, let's see, we're going to roll this out. And all we're doing here is delivering the iron bars. I want to get them closer to this. So again, this is something I could use a train if I wanted to. Let's go right to... Let's see, I'm just trying to make it easy. Something I can make the stuff where I want to and be in good shape. So we'll make it right there. That's good because it has storage and stuff like that. So again, you can see iron bars already filled up. So I can actually use this as kind of storage, because it's going to fit in there and be in good shape. Right now, nothing needs to go back. But let's go ahead and let's build that tool factory right here. And then... there you go. So let's start moving stuff around. And before I do it again, let's go ahead. We're going to get a big storage facility for those nicer tools. And so we're in pretty good shape here. We need 3,000. We're already at 1,000. Not bad. We're gonna crush this population. We're gonna be at 1,500 before you know it. So right now I'm kind of saving the tools. The moment the tools are all saved, I'm going to then connect them to the two spots so that they can be traveled freely. I just want to make sure I have enough of those to do it. Oh, and they're already doing it because they're already going that direction. So that was a good plan in theory, but it just did not work because they just said, hey, we're going to go the long way, which is fine. I wanted to save it up a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Like I said, we're already have 9 saved up, so we're in pretty good shape. Go to the city center. Yeah, 100 people out of the 580. So good. We're going to let that kind of simmer for a little bit, and we're going to head back north. So you can kind of see what we have going on. Coal is doing decent. Iron is doing decent. Stuff's getting shipped. We're in pretty good shape. Oh, I just saw a water failure. Okay, so yeah, water's down a little bit. That is something that happens. So we need to kind of fix that. So water, I think right now, it's just a little bit too far to travel. But not sure. Ah, wonderful. Look at that. 1,200 people. Beautiful. We have all this stuff. Okay, so one thing that we need to do is we can upgrade houses. That's our second bit of population. These houses only fit 24 people. The next ones fit 100. So you can see this will go from a 240 village to over 1,000. We need 2 of those villages plus that, and we're in great shape and we're done. So let's go ahead and actually let's get this other population done. I think everything is going well here. We're just gonna keep letting it build. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Let's see what the last thing that these people need are. So now they want cow hides. Okay. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's really leather, you know, whatever you want to call it. So let's go, there it is. So what do I need? I need a good tool and I need a cow. Okay, well, let's go ahead. We'll put that right there because that's the factory for it. That's where we're gonna have a good amount of it coming in. But what do we need for cows? Moo cows need 1 wheat and 1 water. Okay, well, I got a water supply right here. That's pretty nice. So let's go ahead. Let's get that started. So we'll build 2 of those at the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's build our first wheat. That's good. Okay. And then let's go ahead and build our first moo cow. Oof. Oh, this is not quite as nice. I thought maybe I get lucky, but it's about 50%. Which means it moves a lot slower. Let's put it down. Let's just see what it is. It's going to be 45 seconds. This one is producing every 11 seconds, so that's a bit of a wait. This thing is going to take 20 seconds. So yeah, we're not doing a really good job there. So we definitely need to find another spot to build. Let's see here. Well, we can go right here. This cow farm is 15 seconds. So that's a whole lot better. So we'll keep those 2 at the moment. What we're going to do is just pretty much have to connect that way, which is not going to be that much of a problem. It requires a little water, a little of everything else. And you see the first hide already being made. It makes 2, so that's actually kind of nice. Let's go ahead. Let's get storage for this, in case we actually get extras. So we're going to put hides right there. Because, yeah, that's growing up. I think that should be okay. I think one of these should be able to get close to getting enough of cow hides in here. If you're making 2 every 20 seconds, that's 4. This is requiring something every minute most of the time. So there's going to be a lagging factor behind it. But you can see we're already up to 200 people. Yeah, and you can see there I'm waiting for the cow hide. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can get another hide factory before we get going there. And we'll put it like in here, because I don't care. There you go. That's good. Still plenty of tools. We're checking on that. I think we have pretty much everything we need. So now it's just a waiting game to get this stocked up. So we can go ahead. Let's head back north. Okay, so we need to expand this city now. That's the next goal. So to do that, I'm gonna need a couple things. One, boards I have, but I'm also need these blocks. Blocks are right here. They need 1 regular tool and one stone. So let's go ahead and let's figure out 1 regular tool. Oh, well, that's just going to put them right here, because that is pretty simple right there. We're also, to make this a little bit easier, you know, I prefer everything use the highway. Though I do want an easy connection for my stuff, because I don't want it to have to go that far. So we'll go up there. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to upgrade this. So what it's going to require is 3 blocks. That's the first one. And now let's go ahead and see what our second level city needs. So they need different stuff than the first one. So what they require is apple juice or juice, bread, paper, and chairs. So a lot different than what my first level people need. Where are my boards? Do I not make boards on this island? I thought I did. I might not. Yeah, no, I don't think I do. Okay, well. Let's go ahead and let's get that going. I just need 1 wood. I know I make tools, don't I? I do. Let's see. I need... Yeah, the lumber's going to take some time to get here, unfortunately. Like, it gets loaded up. It's going to take some time, but I think stone is not one of those things that you need in excess. So we can actually start working on our other supplies here. So again, one thing they needed is a juice maker. So what does juice makers require? 1 board, which now I'm making, and 1 apple, and I'll be in good shape. So let's see what we got going on here. 1 board, 1 apple. The boards are being made down here. So let's put you like right here for the moment. Because I think we're gonna expand off of this area to make another juice bar for my peeps. So let's go ahead and let's get that done. Actually, let's do it off the coal because I'm gonna use that to make water. So I do have 1 water supply up here and up here. That's now a little bit farther than I need to go. But there are other ways to get water. So one thing I can do is water pump. Okay, that's an option. Or seawater filter. And that is what I'm going. My coal is right here. So having a couple seawater filters right here. Perfect. Come on. There we go. Okay. So great. That's the water now is going to be produced there. So let's go ahead and let's put an apple farm down here. We can put it right there. That's perfect. It's not really going to, it's going to be perfectly grown on the city. Because yeah, that will bring me apples right up to there, which is good because that's what I need to make the juice. Let's go ahead and let's warehouse this thing up. So let's go ahead and let's make a warehouse. Let's make it right here. I think that's a good spot for it. And we can go ahead and make juice. And we can start that process. And I think we're in good shape. Oh yeah, and we're full population up here now. So now we're at 2,100. We need 900 more. That's going to be building this city up bigger. That's really all I have to do at this point. I have a second city I can also build up bigger if I need to, but we're good. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see, what else do I need? I need paper. It's the next thing I need. So let's go over here. Paper needs 1 wood, 1 tool, 1 nice tool. So that's not something I have very easily over here, but I have this whole railroad station set up for stuff like this. So let's go ahead and let's use it here. So let's go ahead, let's put a paper factory right here. And then what I'm going to do, that's my train station. What we're going to do here now is we're going to move that paper to here. And paper to here. So now we're using this as 2 areas. Oh, and we have our first paper. And now the first paper is now making its way to there. It has made it. Let's see, we're going to need 2 of these probably paper mills most likely. But I think we're in pretty good shape. It's right by the wood industry, so I think we'll be good to make it there. Yep. And like I said, it's just going to get transported all the way up here. Yep, and you can already see, if you click on it, I have 5 paper stored up out of 12. That's pretty nice. Let us go ahead, and what we're going to do is warehouse it up over here. So let's go ahead and we're going to put paper here. Yeah, okay, so we now you can see that we made that within spades. Okay, so that's 2 levels of housing. What else do we have? Bread. Bread we make. I'm okay with that. Don't make a lot of it, which is fine, but we can definitely storage it up. Right here, yeah, because now at this point, yeah, this is bread full, so we're in pretty good shape there. They have plenty of bread, they have plenty of minerals, so we have a little bit of extra time for here. So we're gonna put the bread in there, and then the last thing is furniture. So what do we need? We need cow hides. Okay, we make those, and chairs. Well, chairs are easy. We have a chair factory here, but we need those cow hides. So let's think about this for a second. How are we doing down here with it? Let's see. Yeah, we're pretty good. We have plenty of cowhides. Okay. Right now, nothing up here requires furniture, so I think I almost want to do that directly into this area. So, because right now we're making some wood, some chairs. Let's go ahead. Let's make another chair factory. And then let's make a leather furniture factory right there. Because I should have the cow hides, I should have things, I should be able to make them. And I'm going to use that now to connect it. Just like I've been doing, except I'm going to connect it like way over there. I think it's going to go a little bit of a long trip, but that is fine. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to build the sea entrance down there. And we're just going to build the second one somewhere over here. Let's do my connection. My friend, you're going to connect way over there. And we're just going to build the road right to there. What we're going to do is what we've been doing this entire time. You're going to get stored right here. So you can see storage items, they're all looking really good. They're looking like I'm ready to upgrade my city. And so let's go ahead, let's now make this work. So my friend, you bring over the furniture. And we're good for the moment. Now I might have to expand this city a little bit. I might not. So we're just gonna see how it works. But you can kind of see boards I'm fine with. Leather I'm fine with. Tools are actually running a little bit low. And that is a problem because I need these to actually build a lot of the stuff that I do. So we're gonna have to take care of that now. We have plenty of iron, that's not a problem. Do we have plenty of other tools? No, we really don't have a lot of other tools. So let's go ahead, let's make another tool maker here. And let's make another iron maker right here. Although it's, well, you know, it can make its way through. You can see it's already kind of making its way through. Okay. I have a couple couches already getting stored up there. Yep, and look at that. We already have a couple couches up there. We're just going to wait for it to kind of get full. And then we're going to try to stabilize our population down here. Looks like, what did we miss? We missed one tool. And that's because, yeah, tools are starting to become a little bit more scarce. They're getting used for the leather. They're getting used for paper. Don't think they're getting used for chairs directly, but, I mean, yeah. Always good to have as much as possible. Okay, my friend. So now that we have that already a little bit stored up, yeah, we have 16. We can go ahead and start upgrading these. Do that, we're just going to hit this upgrade, and that's we're going to acquire one block. Excuse me. One of each of those. We're just going to go ahead and upgrade them all. So what this is going to do, though, is it's going to, one, take pressure off my factories. Because chairs, guess what? I have them. So I can make another chair manufacturer here because I'm not going to use these chairs. So it can kind of work. I can see they're all level 2. That is now shot up to 1,300 population. Brilliant and wonderful. But if I click here, right now it's just apples, and that's all they got. So, again, combined, I'm going to be short. Because 13 plus 19 is not quite enough. So we're going to need to build one more house, if we can, right here. And right here. And that should get me above what I need. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to connect that there. And these are really not terrible connections. It could be better, but they're not terrible. Can also make another connection up here if I need to. Wonderful. Okay. Well, looks like we got a little too much stuff going on over there, but that is okay. Oh, there you go. Boom. Yeah, this population now is growing up pretty well. Look at that, 500. And then, of course, these two add together. Now we're above 3,000. So now it's just kind of the waiting game. And we want to make sure that we're not overloading the system. So if you look here, excuse me, bread is down. So we're a little short on bread. Now, guess what? We don't use as much water anymore. So we can go ahead and we can make some fixes to that. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Let's get another wheat field. I want to clear these trees. I don't need them. There we go. Okay. Go ahead and make another wheat field right here. That is perfect. There we go. And then we can also make another bread manufacturer right here. And that will take care of what we need to do. And like I said, this point now is just making sure that we have enough stuff. Let's see. Chairs. Oh, yeah. I mean, I have a couple backed up here. This is full. Bread seems to be a problem. This is a little bit crowded right here. See if we can free that up a little bit. I'm not sure. Let's go that way. Maybe if anything is going south, it'll free it up. We'll find out. Okay. Yep, there's a couple things. Okay. Look at that. I'm doing pretty good right now. Let's see, we're up to 2,600 and growing rapidly. Looks like all my supplies are in good shape. Like I said, I'm at this point, I think I'm just in coast mode. Like, I don't think there's much more I need to do. That's 23, that's 21, that's 23, that's 24. More than enough of everything that we need. And now that I got all these farms and coals getting made, I might need another coal farm though. That might be something I have to do because well, they're actually full. They're actually full of coal right now. So I think we're in actually good shape. So we stabilized the bread. And yeah, we are doing pretty well. So we've seen boats, we've seen trains, we've seen some highways. I don't use filtration post as very often, and then the regular roadways. Oh, and I've done it. Okay, so now if I really wanted to, I could go ahead and reach my 4,500 population. I like the start, so we're probably going to reach it at some point. But for right now, I think we're pretty good. I'm just going to stop it here. You've seen another successful island being built, and it's a lot of fun with just working on a lot of this stuff out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.